If you're going to be someone who gets easily triggered and is very sensitive about hardcore feedback, then this video is not for you. Please do consider skipping this. In this video, I'm going to be talking about in-depth, detailed 7 self-care habits that you need to have in 2024. And this is not going to be about skincare recommendations, hair care recommendations, where your primary focus is only the external. It's about the physical appearance. This is not going to be one of those videos. In this video, we're going to be diving deeper into your mindset, your mental health, and how you need to feel happier and healthier from within, so that reflects on your face. If just skincare, hair care, and wearing the right clothes made you happy and feel good about yourself, then there would not be any insecure supermodels in the world now, is there? Hi, I'm Suchetha, Shekhar, mindset and dating coach, and I create content on self-improvement, love, dating, and relationships. And if this kind of content interests you, then do consider subscribing to my channel. I'm also fairly active on Instagram, so do give me a follow there. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. Self-care practice number 1 that you need to carry forward in 2024: digital detox. The number 1 reason why a lot of singletons feel absolutely miserable and unhappy during festival and holiday season and the wedding season, especially in India, it is because of social media, isn't it? Everyone is trying to put hashtag bae, hashtag I'm engaged, hashtag epic love story, even if they didn't even know each other a month ago, up until a month ago, and it is an arranged marriage. They still use these hashtags to make themselves feel better. It is more of a vanity thing to get as many likes. But don't let these things make you feel bad about yourself. One of my clients, literally the day before, reached out to me saying that every time she opens her Instagram, all she sees on her feed is every batchmate of hers is either getting married or engaged, and they're having babies and things like that. And she is still single, and she feels like, what if I'm getting late? What if I'll never find the one for myself? And she's just 25 years old. It really makes me sad that social media has come to a point where we actually feel bad about ourselves. Initially, the original idea of social media was to bring people closer, but it leaves people more and more depressed and distant from one another. We are not even in touch with our friends anymore like we used to back in the day. Why? Because we get updates about their life's highlights on our feed. So unless you absolutely have to be on social media where it is your personal branding, it is work related, if you can take some time away, then definitely do that in the form of a digital detox. It can vary from a few hours a day to the entire weekend, especially during the wedding season. I've gone deeper into answering these type of questions, where how do I react or respond when every family relative at a family event or a function is asking me, why aren't you married yet? When are you getting married? And so much more. I dive deeper into this in my Friday live sessions on Instagram. I'll leave a link to one such session in the description. Do check it out. Self-care practice number 2 for 2024. Stop the toxic positivity. There will be days in your life where you're not going to feel 100% motivated. You're not going to be in a go-getter mode to take charge of your dreams and pursue your aspirations. And that's completely all right. Embrace the moments of you feeling low and take rest during this time. Your body is trying to tell you something. Check in with yourself. If this is just something that is laziness, in that case, please go ahead and charge right through it. If not, there is something deeper. Ask yourself, why am I feeling low for longer periods of time, repeatedly so, especially in winters? Studies show that our body is actually operating at a much lower rate than compared to summers. So try not to push yourself through it and try not to hustle through the toxic hustle culture that we follow. Instead, rest, recuperate, and if there is something that is beyond your control and you're not able to snap right off the funky mood that you're in, there's always therapy. Please do consider that an option for your mental health and your well-being. Self-care practice number 3: unconditional self-love. This is one of the most cliched concepts thanks to the marketing companies, which uses our insecurities against us women to sell their products in the name of skincare, scented candles, aromatherapy, and all of these things. Sure, all of these things definitely put you in a better headspace, especially when it is a weekend ritual where you're trying to just unplug, switch off, and trying to give yourself that quality me time. Go ahead and do this, not denying that one bit. Neither am I here sitting here trying to tell you don't do it, it's not gonna work. It definitely works. But self-care is going to be effective when it is skincare plus right diet plus exercise plus healthy practices, which I'm going to discuss again as we proceed through the video, and sleep and mindfulness. There's so much that goes into it, right? So don't fall for this fad that all of these marketing manufacturing companies around the world subject us women to. Be sensible and make the right choices. Self-love, especially unconditional self-love, is the ability to accept yourself for just the way you are and giving yourself that grace, that kindness, and that patience, even when you're not being an out and out successful person or a go-getter in society's eyes. It is an ongoing practice that you need to give yourself the kindness and the patience that you give so freely to everyone else. If you are someone who struggles with self-love or practicing it, here's a hack. Next time you feel severely self-critical of yourself, this is what you're going to do. Take a childhood picture of you, probably when you were like about 4 or 5 years old. Try scolding this little girl in the picture. Be critical towards her. I dare you to have the negative self-talk towards this little innocent girl that you once were. That little innocent child, that inner child is still there somewhere inside of you. It is not going to be just as easy to be critical anymore now, is it? I dare you to try it. Self-care practice number 4 is logical self-criticism. Keyword logical. This is a practice where you're going to be driven by data and statistics of your own performance from the past. This is not going to be an opinion. This is going to be facts-based. This also means that you're going to be operating based on the standards you set for yourself, not what society or people around you are telling you how you are or how good you are. You will definitely not be going to people who've never achieved anything in their life to give you criticism. You will definitely not be listening to your peers who are jealous of you. So be careful of what source you consider as valid criticism. The only valid criticism is coming from those people who, number 1, wish well for you, 2, someone who's already at least 10 steps ahead of you in your journey or in the aspirational career path that you choose. So be smart about it, and logical self-criticism needs to come from that place and not opinion-based. Because opinion is just an opinion, it's not a fact. If you're watching this video till now, then do consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me grow a lot. Self-care practice number 5 for 2024 that you need to have is be your own cheerleader. That's right. Every once in a while, when you're constantly being a go-getter and you're in hustle mode and you're working really hard, take a minute to review your progress. Stop and celebrate the small wins, because these little celebrations is what is going to help you stay motivated towards your higher aspirations. Positive association with your goals is crucial for you to stay on track. Otherwise, if you are not making these progress reviews for yourself, you will not feel like you're doing anything worthwhile, because you are going to constantly get into the negative self-criticism mode again. I have a request. The next time you feel like giving up on your high aspirations or goals, just stop for a minute and ask yourself, did I come this far to only come this far? Self-care practice number 6, focus, gratitude, and abundance. How are they interconnected? I'll break it down for you right now. Your mind manifests everything that you pay attention to. When you focus on being grateful, abundance is bound to flow into your lives. Why? Because when you are grateful, your mind is in a grateful headspace, your vibration is at a higher level, you're higher energy individual at this point. And when you do this consistently, the universe picks it up as, oh, this individual seems to have a lot of potential, they can handle success, they can handle more and higher standard of living in life, and then it grants you your wish. So how to do this? Every morning, as soon as you wake up, before your mind is bombarded with every other random thought and constant stimulus, before you pick up your phone, that is, start gratitude journaling. It's a very simple practice. All you need to do is, as soon as you wake up in the morning, when your mind is still fresh and clear, write down 3 things or 3 people that you are grateful for, that make your life happier and abundant and make you feel at peace in your life. I've got every client of mine to get into gratitude journaling, and through this practice, they have changed their lives in as little as less than a month. That's literally 30 days. So, this is how you're going to do the gratitude practice. The statement needs to be extremely specific. So, you're going to say, or write down rather, I am grateful for X, the object or the individual, because specify the reason. They make me happier, or they make my life easier by, through. Again, the more detailed the sentence is, the better. And you need to do 3 such statements every single morning as soon as you wake up. Thank me later. Self-care practice number 7, discipline and your commitment towards your own well-being. Discipline is the greatest form of self-love. I don't know who said this. I heard it somewhere on social media, and it is absolutely true. It's just chef's kiss, right? Why? Because discipline is something that you are practicing in the present moment, where you are sacrificing the present temporary pleasure for long-term gains. It is not having that samosa because you know when you have to exercise tomorrow, when you have a hardcore workout routine tomorrow, this samosa is not going to nourish you. Instead, making healthier choices like fruits, vegetables, something that's going to give you that energy and nourishment for your body to power through the workout routine. Discipline means doing something today that your future self will be thankful for, because every little action that you're taking today will have a compounded effect few months down the line or a year down the line, and then you would have seen a massive shift in whatever your goal is towards your well-being. And when it comes to working out and dieting, I do not believe in crash dieting, nor do I recommend any of my clients to get into HIIT workouts, especially after a long gap of no exercise. Just moving and easing your body into a type of exercise that brings you joy, that makes you feel happy and elevated after the workout session is a lot more sustainable, isn't it? So do not follow fads, and don't compare your workout journey on your day 1 or month 1 with somebody who is a fitness instructor for, let's say, 10 years, 5 years, because that is their lifestyle, that is what they do for a living. Even they had humble beginnings, they started at some point. So don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 15. That's just highly unfair. Do not do that to yourself. So does this seem like a lot? Well, if you want to be in the top 1% of the population where people are go-getters, they are really happy in their own skin and feel very proud of themselves and are financially independent, then you've gotta make some changes, strategic ones, and it will take effort. No more excuses. Unless you want to continue living the way you are living and you want to look at yourself in the mirror and see only faults and flaws in yourself, and you want to feel miserable in your skin, I want to see you be super proud of yourself, because every time you look in the mirror, can you imagine feeling extremely proud and comfortable and happy about what you see? Because this goes beyond just your appearance, because your self-worth comes from something much deeper. That is the definition of true substance, isn't it? So this is what I wish for each and every one of you who's watching this video right now. Okay, let's do this together. Let's welcome 2024 with a bang. This is Suchetha Shekhar signing off. Take care. Bye.